Well, it kind of feels like we've landed in Greece. Operation Don't Hit the Whales. Oh my god. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, Flag as a marker appeared. It's a little bit sketchy because there have been a lot of reports of long lines out here.
Gives you a weird feeling in your gut when you see him making a beeline for you.
We are Mike and Taylor, and these are our dogs, Penny and Lucy. We sold our home and nearly everything we owned, moved aboard a 40-foot boat, and sailed from Seattle. This is the story of us making our way. Welcome back, friends. We are currently working our way down the coast of Pacific Mexico and have spent the last couple nights in this gem of an anchorage where we have been treated to impressive shows from whales, and this morning is no exception. Oh my god. There's been a show of like 8 whales that have been breaching for like 10 minutes. Oh my gosh, we were just getting the boat ready to pull up, and this pod of whales is coming into the bay. Yeah, right there. Whoa. Did you hear that? Pulling out of this beautiful anchorage, and these whales are sitting right at the mouth of like this bay, and they're just like hanging there. So we're gonna go right by them. I think there's a couple right here, and then I think there's a lot more out beyond them, but they're just hanging right basically where we need to go.
Agua helada, agua pura, agua natural, agua dulce, agua fresca de un manantial.
Well, we need to keep our eyes peeled for whales because this is where the show was like half an hour ago with like 50 breaches.
Oscuridad, el hielo derritiéndose da miedo, ya no hay vuelta atrás. El agua corre, el agua sana y la vida te da. Agua salpica y purifica y del cielo cae. El agua une a todos, no da vida y dignidad.
So today we are just making a very short hop from where we spent the last couple nights to the city of Manzanillo, which we hear is very cool. But unfortunately we will not be staying super long here either, because we gotta hit the road. The season is chugging along and we do have some deadlines. There are some points in the season where we turn into pumpkins and our safe passage windows close as hurricane season approaches and stuff. So anyway, we've got to move. This little day hop is significant because it's actually the last day hop that we are going to have for a really long time. All the passages from here on out are multi-day affairs as we pass through more rugged coastline that doesn't have a lot of hidey holes and nooks and crannies and places to drop the hook safely. So a little bittersweet for our last day passage for a long time, but it's beautiful out here. And we're excited to check out Manzanillo and then head on down the dusty trail. Tankers here. It's like leaving the bay we were dodging whales and rocks, and coming into our next bay we're dodging tankers and whales and rocks. Well, it kind of feels like we've landed in Greece somehow, somewhere in the Mediterranean. This massive resort is just built into the cliffside here, and all these restaurants are opening down on the boardwalk, down by the docks, and it just feels very European. It's super cool. Who knew?
It's another massive, beautiful resort that looks like it's 10% occupied.
I know, it's so amazing. Smells so good.
This is so cool.
What?
You think a wizard lives at the top of that tower?
Oh, 100%.
100%?
Hi guys, we just wanted to pop in here real quick and let you know that we have recently launched a Patreon, and we are super excited about it.
It's a great way to support our channel, help us keep making the videos, keep making them better, get things like upgraded equipment and stuff like that. And it is also a great way to keep up to date with what we're doing. We do like live updates.
Yeah, so if you enjoy these videos and if you want to see what we're actually up to in real time and all the exciting things that's coming around the bend here on our sailing horizon, because there's a lot, come join us on Patreon. And a huge thank you to those of you who have already come and who already pledged and are actively supporting, like made this video possible. So cheers to you guys. And if you are interested in coming and joining the gang, the link is in the description below, or you can just search Making Our Way on patreon.com.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Bye. The next day, we were off into town for a massive provisioning run. After only shopping from small little tiendas for the last couple months or so, it was time to do a major pantry restock. That was like one of the best supermarkets we've seen in Mexico. It was amazing.
Yeah.
We bought...
¿Puerto Las Hadas?
Sí, Las Hadas.
Yeah. So, provision complete. That was also one of the biggest trips, most expensive trips we've had. We got a little excited.
Dangerous though, because you can just keep
I know. Oh my gosh.
Still could not find rye whiskey.
Rye whiskey. I still couldn't find natural peanut butter.
Scotch and bourbon everywhere, but never rye.
Peanut butter.
I bought like 6 jars of peanut butter, but they're just little.
They're little ones. It was like a travel size. So it's like you put that in your purse. But we found a bunch of real butter. Got luxury stuff like frozen pizzas.
Good stuff.
Good stuff. All right, now we have to get all of this back to Villa. The next morning, in the very wee hours, we picked up the hook and we were off again. This time on a 2-day sail to the city of Zihuatanejo.
It's always a little weird when you have a panga kind of heading straight for you. I think they're zipping by. Usually they keep their distance, but that guy was just coming right for us. Never had any issues. Never really even had anyone make us feel weird, but you never know who's out here. Gives you a weird feeling in your gut when you see him making a beeline for you. Look at all these guys.
Oh my gosh.
Later that afternoon, after our amazing dolphin visit, things went from peaceful to stressful in a matter of minutes.
So we're about 7 miles offshore and in, I don't know, 700 or 1,000 feet of water, and all of a sudden out of nowhere, a flag, like a flag with a marker, a flag as a marker, appeared on the horizon that we were teed up perfectly to plow into, and we've gone around it, but it's a little bit sketchy because there have been a lot of reports of long lines out here, long line fishing, which is illegal here, but it happens. They can be really sketchy because there's just submerged lines that you can wrap your propeller around and cause a lot of problems. Not to mention they're awful for the actual ocean, but illegal. We are just keeping a really close eye for anything else that might be associated with this to give us an inclination of if that's what's going on, or if it's just a totally rogue buoy, fishing buoy, which is kind of weird.
Long line fishing is a technique where a single long stretch of line is suspended between buoys at various intervals and is submerged underwater where countless baited hooks hang below. They can be manned or set to drift, set for surface species like tuna, or run along the seafloor, and they can extend from 1 to up to 50 miles in length. Because it is such a stunningly indiscriminate technique, it is banned in many areas due to alarming levels of bycatch, killing nearly all species of animals that happen to be near it and take the bait, such as sharks, sea turtles, rays, dolphins, and even seabirds. From the perspective of a sailboat, these lines are also dangerous for us. They can get wrapped in propellers, causing issues with power and steering. Even though it's illegal here in Mexico, we had heard that it's common to see their signature marker of a black flag. This was our first encounter with these long lines of what would unfortunately end up being many.
The wind is starting to fill in a little bit.
What was that alarm?
It said it was the autopilot. Yeah, rudder drive error or autopilot drive error. I don't think
So the second we turn off to try to avoid this buoy, this thing starts giving us an alarm. A rudder drive error?
Yeah, I don't know what that is, but it seems to be working. I just reset it. I might go have a look here once we get a couple things figured out.
And to top it all off, while Mike was down below checking the autopilot system, up ahead, a water spout was beginning to form. It was a stressful series of events, but luckily the spout never fully developed, the autopilot reset and was behaving, and the long lines were dodged for now.
Day 1 of 1.5 of our little jump down to Zihuatanejo, and it's been awesome so far. We've been on a reach for, I don't know, the last 6 hours maybe? 5 hours? And just cruising along. Via's been super happy. The autopilot's been a little weird, giving us this random error. Although, since I power cycled it, knock on wood, it hasn't done it again, so hopefully that's just an anomaly. And otherwise, all is good. We're expecting the wind to pick up a little bit going into the evening and night and come behind us, which is not good, but that's all right. What else? Haven't caught a fish. Dogs both pooped, and no one's thrown up. So far it's a win. We got Le Capitan.
To prepare for the building nighttime winds, we put a reef in the main. And as the sun began to set, the wind began to swing directly behind us.
True induction's 190, our waypoint bearing is 110. So 290 minus 110 is 180. So it's literally right behind us if we go right on course. Yarg.
Well, we're following the coast and the wind is following the coast, so I
Yeah.
guess it stands to reason that's how it would shake out.
We're all going the same way.
Yeah.
We've had such a nice sail today though.
Yeah. I was a little worried it was going to be a little sporty, and it might still be, but so far so good.
We caught a spectacular sunset and settled in for a night at sea, with our expected arrival in Zihuatanejo the following evening.
It is 3 a.m. and I think we're getting our first squall ever. It's like, I don't really know how far ahead, but it started raining a little bit, nothing too much right now, and I got everything buttoned up. And luckily I can see it because there's a almost full moon tonight, or maybe it is a full moon. I can't see the moon, but it's providing enough light. But I'm just gonna try to avoid it. I've changed course, kind of heading more out to sea, so hopefully we'll be able to go around it. I got all our sails down. We were motor sailing anyway with the main and staysail, so I took the main down in case there's a big increase in wind. So now just the staysail up, I think we'll be all right with just that. We'll see. No lightning at least yet. And other than that, we have 71 miles to go.
Luckily, the squall never developed, and we had an uneventful night at sea. Join us next time as we continue our 2-day sail.
Oh my god, we just hit a long one.
And pull into the colorful town of Zihuatanejo.